Now is the time on Sprockets where we dance. Hi, it's Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. Afternoon Ride Home Part 1. So today, we're actually going to try to call our subscriber and see how that works out. This should be exciting. I doubt it'll work. He probably will not recognize my phone number. Ooh, that plane is coming in really low.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi there.
For safety and training purposes, this call is being recorded.
You're on speaker, so in case you want to screen anything, I'm in my living room.
Ah, okay.
Sometimes you curse randomly. You'll drop the F-bomb, which you never seem to do, but you'll go, I'm sorry. That's I'm warning you.
No problem. I will do my best. You're actually on the show that you watch in the mornings right now.
I am.
Yeah, you are. That's why I was saying this call is being recorded for safety and training purposes.
Hey, I'm on the show.
You are. So this is going to be really awkward when you watch it back.
What's happening?
Not much. I changed the name of the channel. I don't know if that has any effect on you being able to see it. Or at least...
I think so.
Okay.
I'll let you know. It recommends you to me all the time, so...
Right, I'm not sure what happens when you change the name of the channel. I don't think anything happens. It's just a different channel name at that point. Did you watch, I guess, yesterday's morning video, part 1?
I don't know. I watch whatever usually randomly recommends to me while I can watch you. So if that makes any sense, well, I'm like, all right, well, I kind of entertained myself for the day. Let me watch one of Chris's videos.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest watching them all. Some of them are terrible. Some days are good. Like I thought this morning there was a little more content than normal. Yesterday's maybe not so much content, but in part 1, I nearly had a head-on collision with a pickup truck.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was like, oh man, this is exactly what he's looking for.
Oh, that's the stuff the network's looking for.
Right. So yeah, so part 1 of yesterday, I was right after I left. Like it's two exciting things in a row. First, I left Dunkin' Donuts, and then I nearly got in a head-on collision, all in the same 22 minutes.
Wow, that's good. So did you? What was your reaction? Did you have a good reaction at least?
I don't know. I think I honked my horn. Like I don't think I do panic well. I think I was just like annoyed. Like, I guess this is how it ends.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was it. I just wanted to call you and let you know that that the name of the channel changed. I don't think I had anything pertinent to talk about unless you want to add some actual content to this.
First of all, I do want to address thank you for having me on the show. It's nice to be included on the guest list. I can be your guest more often. If you give me a heads up, and I'll try to be more interesting. Maybe you could watch your own video. I'm not sure if you do. Do you watch any of these? Is anyone besides me watching?
So I've watched a few. I tried to screen them because, you know, I'm most mornings I was not in a clear head driving in because it's early morning. I've never gotten used to that. I'm not a morning person. Secondly, I've been sick going into work and coming home. Like I haven't been physically ill except for the trip into work and the trip home. And I think we've established that it's my frickin' suit coat. It's either radioactive or I'm allergic to it, one or the other.
I heard you briefly talking about dry cleaning the other day, so I don't know what episode that was, but
yeah, because
that's the content. I just want you to know when I'm randomly, I'm sure you'll get a kick out of that to hear that when I am randomly tuning in, it's you know, stuff. You're talking about your dry cleaning, or you know. Like,
yeah, that's a recent one after we discovered that it was the frickin' suit coat that was making me sick.
I am impressed with how much you have to say by yourself, like, you know, unprompted. Like, there's no conversation going on. This is just you talking without any prompting. Lots of content.
So not always. That's what I'm saying. It's good that you're not watching all of them, because some of them, it's just a wasteland of me just staring off into space and every couple of minutes just saying 3 words.
I remember you talking about, you know, you're talking about drywall. Like, you're like, all right, well, yeah, drywall's a big problem, but I drywall the 10x10 room, and that took a lot of work. You know, like, you're complaining about drywalling the other day. I don't know if it's complaining or, like, you know, it's just more observational.
Right.
So, you know, but I'm just curious. So I did ask in the comments, I don't know if you replied, does your wife actually watch any of these? Because I know you call her corporate. Does corporate actually watch any of the videos? Or
she used to screen them, but the fact that I'm producing so much content, like, she hasn't got time for that nonsense.
You found the flaw in the system. All you gotta do is make too much content.
Right, she can't screen it if she can't watch it.
Oh, forget it. Yeah. Do whatever you want. All right, well, thanks for making all this great content, and maybe eventually, what would be great is when you, sorry to say this, I mean this out of all love, though, when you do pass away, we have lots of Chris content to watch. Right, yeah, that's what we'll use it for. We'll use it to create an AI bot that's just as chatty as Chris was. And if I haven't passed away yet, you know, if you beat me, I'll still comment on your videos if that makes you feel any better. That'd be awesome. That was actually something directly. Right. That was actually something else I was going to ask you. When I comment on your comments, do you see that? And I'm guessing the answer is no. Oh, no, I must see. Well, you know what? There's a. I'm a little stupid and lazy sometimes, so if I go and I check the notifications that tell me when you replied. Oh, okay. So I forget to look at them because, of course, this is new to me too. I'm not used to being the only subscriber to a channel where I directly know the person. So that you indirectly. So, you indirectly created it, and you're the only subscriber. Hey, I think I won some sort of contest too. You did. By the way, now I'm on the show. I'm caller number 1. I won a previous contest. We'll have to describe that too. So the thing is, you're not caller number 1. People have accidentally called into the show before, and you didn't call me. I called you. That's true. All right, we'll strike that from the show. We'll have to cut that part out. All right, so but yeah, so we'll have to discuss in terms of my winnings. You know, I'm sure it involves something we were already going to do anyway. Absolutely. Like I said, if anyone else on the planet won, they were going to get $1. I'll probably take you and your family out to dinner. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can pay for myself too. I kind of like the Sorianis. They're some of my favorite people. Cool. Yeah. So we'll have to figure out some kind of get together. We also kicked around the idea. You may have been drunk at the time though, about getting going somewhere, doing a vacation thing or doing some kind of going away thing. That is still before we die. That would be neat. Yeah, that is absolutely on the table. I've been trying to warm my wife up to the idea. She's got this excuse that job's going to be hectic this year. I think we both have to start leaning on her to try to wear her down, because she needs a vacation too. We really haven't gone on a vacation in years. We were supposed to go over to Europe for my 50th birthday, and then Fauci released his virus, and everything went to shit from there. We haven't done anything. Yeah, it could be something small. I mean, we don't have to do anything crazy. It could be something little, a couple of days, like a weekend. Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything a whole week of. Because we had to get trained to. I know it sounds strange, but because I've been on vacation with a lot of people, except some the Sorianis, which would be great. We've known each other forever. Is to do they have to get used to each other. What we're like when we're on vacation together. What kind of stuff to do. Because I know we used to go on vacation with her brother. He kind of plans an entire itinerary before he goes anywhere. Right. So yeah, that kind of puts a damper on. I'm not like that. I'm let's just show up and figure it out when we get there. All right, I kind of know what I want to do. All right, let's go to the Smithsonian. It would be cool, the Smithsonian. That actually kind of thinking that's one of the things. Yeah. I wouldn't mind going and seeing again. I know it's a bit of a drive, but not that you're not used to the DC drive. Right.
I'm trying to remember exactly where the Smithsonian was. I was like, is that in DC or New York?
Have you ever explored them at all? Like walked around or?
What's that?
Have you ever gotten a chance to go in and explore around the Smithsonian?
Yeah, but it's been a couple of decades since I've been there.
Yeah, there's so many. There's a bunch of them though. There's like 5, unless I'm not remembering right. There's more than one museum. They got like a Native American museum. They have all kinds of different like buildings. It's amazing. It's all free. Like that was not the blow me away. Like there's no charge to get in.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still there, but if you look up the history of Berkey and Toffel, which was a what's it called? Like arnica is homeopathic medications. Remember my stories, my mother's worked everywhere. She also worked for Berkey and Toffel. And when they closed, they took the entire first floor, the storefront with all the counters and stuff like that. They took it to the Smithsonian, and Berkey and Toffel, that whole business was in the Smithsonian as like the business. They had the counters, the desks, all the medicines, because it had to do with like the history of homeopathy, and Berkey and Toffel was like one of the big names. They were the ones that sold all the homeopathic medicines.
Oh wow, that's really cool. I'd never heard that name before. I was gonna say though, we want to kick that one down the road though, because that's a bit of an involved trip. We should make something easy. I mean, like the shore or something is very easy.
Right.
Like the Smithsonian trip's a bit involved because it's a lot of driving and you have to stay at a hotel or whatever. And when we did it, we stayed in like Baltimore.
Let's just take all the kids to Vegas.
Actually, Vegas does sound pretty cool though.
I've wanted to get back there forever.
But I think that because we never talked about Vegas, but Vegas actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I used to go there every year. I love Vegas.
That's awesome, man. I'm not a big gambler or anything, but
like even if you don't do gambling, I do gambling. But even if you don't do gambling, the shows are phenomenal. They're expensive, but there's like all the shows are great. Like all the cirques, they've got a bunch of cirques there. The magician shows are great. The restaurants are fantastic. Like there's lots of stuff to do. And you've been to Vegas, right?
I have not. I've heard friends who have been there a lot though, but they seem to really like it because they go back.
Right.
So there must be something to it.
Yeah. The problem, of course, is kids. You can't really drag them across the casino. What's that?
I think one of the friends was you.
Yes.
You really like it. Yeah.
I do really like it. It's because I'm a child and there's a lot of flashing lights and noises.
That's all right, man. That's good for me. That's a good review. It's a shame there aren't more viewers than this channel because this is an interesting conversation. I'm sure we get a lot of comments.
It probably would.
Talk about Vegas. Anything else that ever watches this in the future? Leave your message in the comments. What are your thoughts? Is Vegas a good place to visit? Have you had any good experiences? So you don't advertising for the channel. That's what I'm used to hearing.
That's cool. I'll turn this into a soundbite. But this is also your opportunity to trash talk the entire planet because you kicked their ass.
That's right. Take that, planet. All right, brother. I will let you get back to your recording. And hello, self, if I end up listening to this.
All right.
I'll to myself.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. So that was my subscriber, you, and now you've got finally something interesting to listen to instead of just listening to me. You can listen to you talk to me. I don't know. There's something inherently messed up about that. I'm not sure what it is. It's not fitting into my head right, but anyway, that was my subscriber, and now I've got to plan a vacation. These are going to air on the other channel. So I renamed the AM channel already. The PM channel is going to have the same name, except it's either going to say Part 2 PM, not After Hours. Apparently that name has certain odd connotations. So I don't know. I have to put something on the end of something at the end of the title. It's now called Expounding Upon the Toad. That's the name of the channel. So maybe I'll make the other one Expounding Upon the Toad also. Something simple for now. I think there is a limit to the number of times, or at least within a certain time frame, that you can change the name of the channel. I'm not sure. I thought I read somewhere that there was, so I got to be careful about making multiple channel name changes. Yes, there was the rest of that sentence. So that took me up to the 15 and a half minute mark. So now I got to create like 7 minutes of content out of thin air. And now I'm under pressure because he thinks I can actually do it. He hasn't been watching all the episodes where I just sit there and stare blankly. I could do that for 22 minutes. You know what there hasn't been in a while? A new episode of Archer. I like that cartoon. I'm trying to figure out which episode. He must have seen the recent episode. Like there's multiple episodes where I talk about drywall, and then there's the one where I was talking about, like, years ago, my buddy was at a party where he destroyed a piece of drywall, and he had me come over and fix it because he just knew I would know how to do it. Not ever having seen me do it, he just knew that if anybody was capable of doing something, it was me. Just it's a nice reputation to have, but you know, you end up having to do things for people because they think you can. Is this sun making me look fat? Because the shadow's hitting right here. I know I have large jowls because of my great big fatty, but it's just, I think it's accentuating my jowl. I'm gonna have to learn to contour. I'm gonna have to hire a makeup person to do me up before these videos, like maybe just like an orange wash across my entire face. I hear that's a really good look. What's bad is I've got to pad this out for like 5 more minutes, and then I've got 2 more episodes. So if I have nothing now, and it is actually very difficult to come up with content. Like early in the morning, that my excuse is I'm tired, blah blah blah. I haven't prepared. I never prepare. There's nothing to prepare for. No one's actually supposed to be watching this. And in the afternoon, like I leave work every day. There's like new stressors at work. Like today, someone who, if they did just quit, is really, it sucks for all of us, especially for me, because if they did just quit, I'm going to be doing their job too. But they're really fun to have around. They're like a bright, enjoyable person. So if they just quit, like, that really sucks. So I hope they didn't. I hope they come to work tomorrow. I won't be coming to work tomorrow. I work remote tomorrow. So there will be no video tomorrow. I think I explained in yesterday. Not sick, just tired. I explained in yesterday's episode, or maybe it was this morning, it's hard to tell, they all blend together, why I chose the new name. Like, one, I've been looking to change the name for a while because it's my name, and it's, you know, I work with a bunch of people, and I don't want them accidentally stumbling across this nonsense and using it against me. But 2 is the, yeah, that's mainly it. But I mean, number 2 is my wife told me to do it. She said change the name of the channel. So I've been trying to find a name. She gave some good suggestions, but I didn't think of them, so they're not good enough. they probably are good enough. They're probably better. Actually, what I'll do is I'll list them all in a post later, and I'll let the viewership choose. And if you don't want me to keep the name, then I'll change it. But the title, the name I've chosen for the video channel is a name that me and a friend of mine gave to a story we were writing as kids. I think we were tapping away at it on my Apple IIc, and we named the file Expounding Upon the Toad, and it was literally just a story we were taking turns writing, like maybe one sentence, one paragraph, and we would just go back and forth and keep the story going. We were kids and we weren't serious, so it became completely nonsensical. It started off with a toad that lived in a toilet, so you can imagine it just went downhill from there. I wonder if I still have that file around. Turn it into a blockbuster movie. So, seeing as I'm devoid of anything to talk to and I've resorted to calling my actual subscribers for content, part 2 is going to probably be terrible. But we're coming up against the 22-minute mark, so I'm going to let you guys go in about 28 seconds. Did you know that you can eat the skin of a kiwi? It's really not that bad, and it's actually very, very good for you. It looks gross when you eat it, though. Looks like you're eating camel. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Is it exactly 22? Let's find out.